Yeah, what's good, y'all? I saw a story coming out of New York City today. You know, hits close to home. I'm from Brooklyn and all. And they're looking to go after the wood and coal-fired pizza ovens, hoping to cut their emissions by what they say will be 75%. Not sure the timeline for that, but I don't know about y'all. I'm from New York City. I love when I go to the city, getting a big old slice of pizza, pepperoni pizza, you feel me? Yeah, I don't do much pork. That's my one pork cheat. Okay, yes, I love pepperoni pizza. But I love it, you feel me? A big old triangle, you fold that thing in half. Well, first you put on your little garlic, put on your cheese, you put on some crushed red peppers. You feel me? I like a little bit of heat to mine. You feel me? I like when I fold that piece of pizza. Watch all that grease just dripping off. Feel me? Fold it all the way to the tip, and you know what I mean, that's personally how I like my New York pizza. That's one of the staples in New York City. Looking to going after the wood and coal fire pizza, to me, in my opinion, may alter the taste a little bit from that good old New York. You feel me? Some of these coal fired, some of these ovens have never been touched by some of these chemical cleaning agents on the market. You know, they're just left as it is. You know, as it ages, it just gets more and more flavor over the time, which is how I personally prefer some of my things. You feel me? Especially if you have like cast iron pots and pans and shit, you know, like you don't clean it like every time you use it. You feel me? You just kind of let that flavor just kind of, you know, sit in it and season into the pan and stuff, which is, I'm sure, what's going on here. So for them to say that they're going to do this, you're taking away one of the main reasons a lot of people go to New York City, and that's just to have a slice of pizza. Crazy as it sounds. All right, let's get into this. So crackdown on pizzerias, banning wood-fired pizzerias. Some pizza companies, some pizza operators complained about the cost of abiding by the new rule and warned that New York City pizza would not be the same. Someone even threw pizza at City Hall in protest. More on that later. Yeah, I got more for that later. I don't know. To me, this does not seem like a great move by New York City. There's a lot more going on in the city right now. So there's crime, there's rising cost of living, rising home mortgages and rents. All these other problems are going on in the city. There's violence like never before seen in New York City. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you when I lived in New York City, and I'm talking about, this is probably like when I was younger, so 1990s all the way to the early 2000s, it was not what it is now. It wasn't as gentrified either, but it's not with the crime like it is now. Like, feel me? And I grew up in Brooklyn, like, you feel me? Young as hell, 10 years old, taking the bus type shit, walking and going places type shit, like, you know. And it was not what it is now. But let's stick to the topic at hand. So, New York Post, this was CNN. This is now New York Post. They're hoping to cut emissions by 75%. Cutting emissions by 75%. And, you know, this is just the wrong direction. But I think every year New York makes leaps and bounds of gains in the wrong direction. And this is another sign of, this is just another example of it. All right, so let's see about the pizza protester at Town Hall.
This is the New York Pizza Party. The woke idiots who run this city are doing everything in their power to destroy it. We have the most violent rage.
Sorry. Oh, come on.
The Boston Tea Party. This is the New York Pizza Party. The woke idiots who run this city are doing everything in their power to destroy it. Yeah. We have the most violent, raging crime rate ever. We are being invaded by illegal immigrants who are being treated way better than our homeless veterans. And the woke punks who run New York City are afraid of pizza?
Paulie G's in Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but that's a that's an important thing he brought up. That immigrants are coming to New York City. They're not fixing the problem with the people that already live there in shitty situations. You look around at places in Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, even certain parts of Manhattan. If you really like, not too much in Manhattan. Even Harlem has been gentrified, but there's places, you know, where it's just out of control. Like, you're not helping the people living there, but yet you're willing to take on illegal immigrants coming there. You don't know how many are in the city, but they're using up the city resources. And who's it coming down harder on? The taxpayers, the people that live there already. And I think everybody's getting fed up of it, yo.
Party. The woke idiots who run this city are doing everything in their power to destroy it. We have the most violent, raging crime rate ever. We are being invaded by illegal immigrants who are being treated way better than our homeless veterans. And the woke punks who run New York City are afraid of pizza?
Paulie G's in Greenpoint, Brooklyn prides
afraid of the
itself on
woke
its
mafia,
wood-burning
too.
oven. But ovens like this are under fire from the New York City Department of Environmental Protection, as the agency wants pizzeria owners to drastically cut their carbon emissions by 75%.
You heard of the Boston Tea Party? This is the New York Pizza Party. Give us pizza or give us death.
Hell yeah.
Give us pizza or give us death. New York City is nothing without pizza.
And that's facts, yo. That's one of, like I said, that's a huge reason some people go to New York. And I'm telling you, alone, they'll tell you. I've seen interviews. They just go to New York City for the pizza, man. You taking away half the flavor. Anyway, let me know what y'all thoughts are on that. I mean, y'all think it's a small deal? Y'all think global warming is a big thing? I'm going to say what I think. This is God's planet. This is God's world. Man can't control it. Man can't do anything. All right, this world has been here for millions of years before us. It's going to be here for millions of years after us. Don't get sucked into that BS about global warming and stuff like that, global cooling. Because after they say global warming, it's going to come back like before global warming, there was global cooling. After global warming, they're going to go back to global cooling. Like, it's just a scheme to get you all emotionally involved. Oh my gosh, the world is coming to it. The world ain't going nowhere. It's going to be here. It's going to be here long, 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 long after us and our children and our children's children, children's children's children. The world is still going to be here. There's nothing man could do to prevent anything from happening in this world. On that note, this guy has another one. The same guy right here at Scott Libido. I don't know. I can't see. It's white right there. But yeah, he has another video I wanted to touch on too, so let's get into it. Now, this is going to switch up topics a little bit, but this is something that needs to be addressed. I know Pride Month's gone, but hey, there's more footage and stuff coming out that needs to be addressed, so let's get into it.
How the am I the only one pissed off at this? All of you, conservatives, liberals, I want everybody to look at this photograph. It's historical. Don't look away. Do you see this child, 6, 7 years old? And do you see this?
That's crazy.
And do you see this?
That's crazy.
This adult who walks by and allows these.
If this was not Pride Month, right? And this was happening and it wasn't Pride Month, or they didn't have rainbows all over their shit, would this be acceptable? With children walking through naked men. Places of naked men. And look at it. Look at it. A little girl, a little boy, a fucked up individual. And you can tell they're all together because they all got hoodies. So I'm gonna go ahead and say they're all together. And whoever this is in the front, forcing these kids to go through this shit, yo. But like I said, you take away the rainbows. You take away it being at a Pride event. Is this acceptable? But because it's at Pride events and it's during Pride Month, this shit's acceptable to people. It's not acceptable to me, but this shit's acceptable to this. Man, let's get back to the video.
These children to see this. If I was walking past the school on the other side of the street and I had to scratch my balls because I had an itch with my pants on, I'd be in jail and I'd have a stamp as a pedophile. How the are any of you, straight, black, white, gay, or any indifference, whatever the you are as a human being in society, you look away from that? Or you don't do anything about this?
Nah.
How the am I the only one pissed off?
Nah. He's got, yo, man, this guy's made great points. At Scott Lebedo. Made great points, yo. Both his points, I'm right there with you, man. Like, you feel me? Homie got the old Italian vibe and shit like that. Like, I'm right there with you, homie. Like, you saying exactly what the fuck a lot of us are thinking, man. On both things. Coming after the pizzas and also coming after the kids, man. That shit's not right, yo. And more people need to start standing up and speaking about what they believe in. Or else then we're going to keep on giving more power to this bullshit. This shit to take place. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments below. Y'all agree with Scott? Y'all think pizza is the least of the city's worries? You think that the stoves, you know, leave the stoves alone. Let's focus on real problems in the city? Or do you disagree with Scott? You think that, hey, we need to cut down on emissions because global warming is a real thing and it could be the end of us all? You know, they told us a couple years ago we only had 10 years to live. I don't know how much more time is left on that clock if it didn't expire yet, but y'all let me know. And y'all also let me know another subject. If y'all agree with Scott, leave the damn kids alone. Leave them out of it. All this grooming that's been going on in the past couple of years is sick. Or do you disagree and you think kids need to be present at the Pride events? You think that they, you know, they have a right to be exposed to it, to help them form their own decisions on what they want to, how they want to live their lives? Either way y'all thinking, let me know down below. Until the next one, yo, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out.